TCL is bringing its 14-inch tablet to the US. Finally, this is the NXTPAPER 14 with some really interesting display tech that goes from full color to more of like an e-paper-like mode on a huge tablet screen. I actually unboxed this on the Android Faithful podcast, and here it is. Check it out. I thought I would just show off real quick. I got in not too long ago a tablet that was actually announced last year, the TCL NXTPAPER 14. It was announced and released last year, not in the US. And now it's being released in the US as of a couple of weeks ago. It's Prime Day right now. And so instead of paying $400 for this massive tablet, it's a 14.3 inch tablet, the TCL NXTPAPER 14. Instead of paying $400 right now, you can get it for $320. And I don't know, it's a pretty solid tablet. I've got it in the box here. It's large. I mean, the camera isn't going to do it justice because you have no sense of scale. But I mean, this is a massive tablet.
It looks, I mean, knowing, Jason, how big your hands are in real life, the tablet in your hands gives it that scale. So yeah, that is a big tablet. It's the 14 is true. It is a large size tablet.
Oh, you want to know something that's really satisfying? It's this thing.
The peeling away. I will give them credit. The layer of paper protecting the screen. Good on TCL for actually putting some information on it. Because so many hardware manufacturers just wrap it in like kind of nothing, and this actually gives some specs. It gives some information. Yeah, right. Like
makes my job easier.
Good packaging. Good packaging.
10,000 milliamp hour battery, 33 watt fast charge, power delivery fast charge, 4 speakers around all corners, IP54 rated. This has 256 gigs of storage. See, I'm telling you, I can do the whole preview from this little informational sheet. 8 gigs of RAM. It has 3 different views, which I can show off in a second. I think this is just like remove this thing. And 14.3-inch display. You can kind of see it's got a matte quality to it, which is one of the real key kind of selling points of the NXTPAPER design. And if I go ahead and flick that on. Oh, I'm already in like a NXTPAPER mode. So what is NXTPAPER? It's like a different way of showing the content on your display that kind of has an e-ink quality to it. So let's go ahead and go to the home screen. And you can kind of see right now it's muted. Up at the top is this button. If I push that, it gives me the ability to switch into different modes. So we've got regular mode, which I'll go ahead and enter that mode. Oh, and it has a little transition over, and so it enters into full color, full screen mode. Everything is here like a normal Android tablet. I will say I'm personally looking at it from an angle, and the off-axis viewing is a little faded, so there is that. But if you take this outside, the glare, as you can see, like I've got a bright light shining down on it, and a normal display might, give you those reflections and everything, right? And this thing just kind of mutes it because of the kind of flatter display. So it's really easy on the eyes. If I hit that button again, it gives me my selection. I can go into color paper mode. This enters what resembles an e-ink mode, but it's not true e-ink, but it is nicer on the eyes. You can see colors are muted.
It's like a faux e-ink mode.
Totally. And it really is. It's a really wonderful kind of experience when you're staring at it and using it. It really, it looks really pleasing to the eye. It's kind of like a softer, more paper-like approach, better than, kind of like the reflected glass thing that we're so used to on devices like this. And so, and as you can see, kind of muted colors. There's no frame rate or refresh rate changes here. I think it tops out at 60 hertz, so you're not getting 120 hertz refresh out of this. But if I tap that button one more time and go to ink paper mode, this actually ramps things down even further. It does kind of limit what you can do with the device into essentials and everything, but it extends the battery power, right? 10,000 milliamp hour battery, you end up getting a lot more distance out of the battery when you're in this mode because it's just driving pixels a lot less. It kind of ramps down kind of the performance of that display and everything. And still fully usable, but really easier on the eyes, for reading and that sort of stuff. It's pretty awesome. So anyways, I'm going to be spending time with this. Oh, and this is the back with the single camera up at the top. And yeah, this is the TCL NXTPAPER 14 tablet, now available in the US. And you can get a good deal on that right now if you're on Amazon Prime for Amazon Prime days.
What is great about that faux e-ink version is that I like that you can still get a hint of color in with it, like the color paper mode, right? Like, so you still get the kind of pseudo e-ink version, but with a hint of color. But even when you go full black and white kind of e-ink version, it's as responsive as a regular tablet. It's not as, with the e-ink tablets with the books or stuff like that, there's always that delay when you do something for when it redraws, and it's like a latency issue. Yeah. But this looks snappy and responsive. So yeah,
indeed it is. And I just ramped up the display brightness a little bit so you can kind of see it was automatically, it was set to auto adjust prior to this. So it's not the brightest display you've ever seen, but bright enough. And it also, by the way, they do have what they call a T pen, which is a stylus, and it is an active stylus that works with this. So, that in combination with kind of like the more matte approach could be I haven't tested it, could be a really nice experience for writing. Sometimes you want that more matte kind of paper-like quality when you're using a stylus on a device like this. It can make all the difference. So there you go. $399 on sale, $320 through Amazon Prime for the next couple of days. Pretty good time to jump on one. And it's just massive. I mean, 14.3 inches. This is a pretty solid, media consumption device actually. So, and I would probably turn off the sound effect. For switching between the modes. But anyways, there you go. Pretty cool stuff.